Anachronic.
How'd you like that introduction? Thank you, Pretty Fly. So Pretty Fly won, and he got that mug. And of course, since he's part of the DC Watch group, which is kind of in hiatus, he showed that first, and he turned it around to the Espresso Mail Call. So I said, perfect, going to be part of this. And I found a good singing group singing the Espresso song. So I thought that was pretty cool too. Anyway, welcome to everybody who's watching us tonight and who will be watching on the replay, because I'm sure there's going to be hundreds of you doing that. We've got another great show tonight. You know why? Because we've got great people here. All right. Immediately to my left, we have Steve, the voice White Walker. Steve, how you doing tonight?
Excellent. Good day, eh?
We're all wearing our Espresso Mail Call T-shirts, I can see. Yeah. If you want one of these, $200.
Represent.
Straight to St. Jude's. All right. Below me, I got Chuck Henze, terrific comics and pop culture. How are you tonight, Chuck?
Doing good. Even brought my little plague dealer here. So
I see that. Yeah.
My plague doctor.
Your plague doctor.
That's right. He gonna say, no, never mind.
There you go. And immediately, below Steve, to Chuck's left, and to my diagonal,
down there.
All right, we have the curator of the Mark Andrews Comic Book and Toy Museum, the one and only Mark Andrews.
How are you? Good evening. What an introduction that was. Holy moly.
Wow.
Oh,
Mark is wearing a sweater because he keeps everything at 55 degrees because he feels, after intensive testing by the museum staff, that is the most appropriate temperature and humidity level of 45% for all the comic books and toys to remain in their pristine condition. Isn't that correct, Mark?
That is correct. The temperature and the humidity monitors right up there.
All right. Well, let's take a look and see who's joined us so far this evening. All right, we got Brad Wellborg. Good to see you tonight, Brad. Thank you for showing up.
White Walker, brother.
Yeah. We have Dave Bradden, who's got to help his wife. He's going to be back later, he says, hopefully, anyway.
Hopefully.
And we have the one, the only Jackson. The Espresso would be so much better in a Marvel mug. Yeah, that's what some people believe, but of course it's not true. It's not true.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we have Damien, Sleepy Rita. Yes, let's go. Good to see you, Damien.
Let's get
Brian L. Steve. Yes.
Brian?
Go. Brian L. Yes. Hundreds upon hundreds, Jackson. Hundreds upon hundreds. That's all I've got to say. You know? Now, what's this? Did Mark?
No, it's not till Monday.
Yes, Monday.
I guess it means win.
Yeah, and it's all over.
Yeah.
Gary B. Oh, boy, Gary, missed all your shows. Last night, again, it was my wife's birthday. We went out. We had a good time. You know, so I'm trying to, I do watch them on a replay. Usually when I'm taking a bath or a shower. I usually watch on a replay. So I have to watch last night's again as well.
Gary, you got to stay tuned, buddy. I've got a shit ton of Conan books, and I don't know what's keys and what isn't. So you're gonna have to type like crazy,
you got
buddy.
These Conan books for like 2 cents a piece or something like that.
Yeah, I did it. I got the Joe deal.
Pretty Fly, you missed the introduction. When this is over, you got to go back and watch it.
Yeah,
because I mentioned you.
It brought a tear to my eye.
Mark loved it so much.
It did. It was
Pretty Fly.
You didn't even blame Holland for it.
As I mentioned, Pretty Fly is a channel member, and he did win this month's channel member giveaway. And so I incorporated some of a video that he sent me into the beginning of the show. And if you're interested, all right, and who isn't, all right, we provide channel membership at $1.99 to start, or you can go up to $3.99 if you want to. And all the money that's collected goes directly, after, of course, YouTube takes their piece. Thank you, YouTube. You know, all the money collected goes directly to St. Jude's Research Hospital for Children with Cancer and the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, which helps Gold Star families and our soldiers who come back, with either psychological or physical injuries. They do great work. If you don't know anything about them, T2, the number 2, T.org, wonderful organization. Of course, St. Jude's, everybody knows. Fantastic job. So think about it. Please consider doing it and help us help these great charities. All right. So let's see. You're not wrong. Well, I missed what he said. Conan are all keys. That's what he said.
Yeah. Okay. All keys. Yep.
All right.
Perfect.
All right. Okay. So we're ready to get started. I'm going to go first. You know why? Because I'm in the first position. What the hell?
Right. There you
What the
go.
heck?
It's your
I'm
show.
gonna do Steve, Chuck, and Mark. I'm sorry, but you're going to go last this time around. So let me make myself big.
Okay, fine. I'm leaving.
How do I do that again? I don't remember. Oh, Mark is upset. He has quit because he's going last.
No, there's the button. Okay.
We
All
could
right.
just look at that beautiful G.I. Joe book on the wall there.
And
Oh,
we're gonna
and now it's
do
gone.
Some,
And then
There
it's
you
back.
go.
water here.
And
We're
it's
going
gone
to do
again.
2 rounds, I think we decided tonight. So here's
Yep.
my first round. Okay, the first thing I did was I came across this, and I have a few of these, and I just like these. And this cover just really kind of spoke to me. Alien Encounters
Oh,
number
yeah.
10.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's got some cool stories in there, as I understand it.
Yep.
I
This
wonder why it
reminds me of
spoke to you.
Space, I believe.
What did it say?
What's
Milk.
that?
What did it say when it spoke to you?
Oh, it said, "Here I am, come and get me."
I believe it said milk.
I hear what I hear, guys. That's the way it works.
yeah.
Come and get me. Come and get me.
Yeah.
Don't let him finish the dress. Don't let him finish the dress.
No,
Okay.
no.
See, we need to have a mute switch.
I have
No way.
And I'm going to use it on you, Mark, right now.
I know you have
Associated
one.
disorders today.
Holy cow.
Anyway, so this is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to reading it as well, which is good. All right. And then as part of my, and I blame you for this, Steve. I now have this fixation on Adam Hughes, right, and his stuff.
Yes.
So I came across this one. Amazing
Oh,
Spider-Man.
Oh my goodness, Gary B loves that one.
Yeah,
Yep.
Gary, this is a good one.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Serious flotation
came across
devices.
this, and I forget who this is. Gary, who's this?
Yeah, ask Gary.
I
He
don't
knows.
read Spider-Man anymore after 20 years of reading him.
Gary's
Don't
our
make the
fact
voice
checker.
again.
Do that.
Okay, Jackson, I won't do it again. Only because it hurts you.
I agree with Jackson for a change.
Oh, he'll unsub in no time now.
So,
Yeah.
Jackpot. Thank you, Gary. Jackpot. That's right.
Jackpot. There it
So
is.
it's a cool Adam Hughes cover.
Jackpot.
and-
Mary Jane.
Of course, you know that since I gave my Adam Hughes books to Steve, the voice White Walker,
They're right here.
I immediately regretted it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I bet you did.
And so I went ahead, I did some research, and Adam Hughes did 48 total Wonder Woman covers during Volume 2.
And I got about half of them.
I've got 19 now,
Nice.
and I add these to it. Wonder Woman 165.
Yeah. Great
Yeah.
cover.
Nice one. I like all the other, the background. You got to really look at the background here. Although it's tough to stop looking at Wonder Woman here. But
Yeah, of course, because Diana's the best.
yes, Gods of
184 is the pricey one. Do you have that one?
I don't have that one. I'm looking for it though, but I gotta find one that's like a 1.0 or something, so I could afford
Yeah,
it.
I know, because it's stupid expensive.
And I've got this is one I really like. This is number 185. Achtung Baby.
Yeah,
Like the
I know that
Nazi.
one.
Little
Little
I got
swastika
that one. I
cover.
got that one. All right.
That's boot.
This one I just bought. I went to that store. Well, if you are a channel member, you can see me finding a secret comic book store. Everybody else have to wait until Monday, and I happened to find a copy of this there.
Yes.
Oh,
Very
nice.
good.
Very good. Yeah.
That's one of the ones you
Mhm.
sent me.
Yeah.
Well, now I got 2, and 188, which is, not a great one, but because you can't really see her too well.
Yeah, he did some meh covers too.
Yeah.
That
So,
might be one of them.
yeah. So
I don't think he put much effort into that.
Yeah.
And the last one that I got, the last one I got is 187.
On the
because I got a
floor.
little bit out of order there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it when she slaps the old bracelets together.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you like it when she slaps
Yeah, oh yeah, just
the bracelets.
Yeah.
And for my last two in round one, I'm really, really excited. The reason I'm excited is,
and I just can't hide it.
Oh,
I know.
Mm-hmm.
it's getting worse, Chuck.
I know. We haven't even gotten anywhere
where's the
yet.
scotch? Where's the scotch? Come on.
It's the Timmy's. I
I
don't know what's in
finally
there.
finished because I could very easily have bought these online, but I like to search for them.
That's the fun.
And
Mhm.
managed to find these in a store, which is now closing in the mall, but is now going to be opening up with somebody else as a real comic book store, as opposed to this store in the mall that had toys and comics.
Okay, that's awesome.
I finished the run, my Metamorpho Volume 1 run, by picking up the last two. Number 12 is not in the greatest shape, so I'll probably want to upgrade it, but at least I got it now. This is Metamorpho number 12.
Mhm.
Wow,
Good.
Cool
Nice.
cover.
Very
Yeah.
cool cover.
Very nice.
I love what
Go-go
you see there at the
checks.
top. That is nice. Yeah.
Jackson says there has been too much espresso. There's never enough espresso.
No, never
Really,
enough.
there's never enough espresso.
This is my second one of the day.
There you go. I just finished them before. I have to do it before the show because I'm dragging. The other one is, this is a pretty cool cover. And there's a fabulous pinup inside and contest winners. Now, I might have won this contest back in the day. I don't know. So anyway, number 16.
Oof, God.
That's a neat cover.
That
That's
is
a cool
nice.
Very
cover.
neat.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jezebah. Anyway, so with those, I managed to complete the volume 1 run. I have a few from volume 3, I think it is, that I still have to buy, and I'll have I have a bunch of his team ups and things like that. So I have to go and make a list like I did for Wonder Woman, like where does he exist and so forth. I haven't bought the new version yet because although people have said it's very good, I thought I'd wait and see how good people think it is. So have any of you guys read that?
I haven't, but I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So
Yeah. So I'm going to wait on that. But anyway, so I was pretty happy
Yeah.
that I was able to get
Mhm.
both those Wonder Woman and obviously the Metamorpho one. So that's my round 1.
Those are great
Steve?
choices.
it was good. It was good.
Great
books.
choices.
Thank you.
Beautiful
Thank you.
book.
Steve, are you ready, my friend?
Bring it.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
make you big. Not as big as me, but I'll make you big anyway.
Big-ish.
Big-ish.
I am now big-ish. Not big, the biggest, but big-ish. Ha 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 ha. I got iron-ons.
Oh, you got
Iron-ons.
Oh, good.
Iron-ons. Iron-on.
Yeah.
I need 2 more of them,
That's
though. I've
good.
been scouring to try and get. I should have just grabbed all 4 when I was there, but they're $20 a pop, so I had to be frugal with my money.
Weird sign. $20 a pop.
Mhm.
Yep. So they're iron-ons, and then of course you're gonna have to sew them. So I need to get my Canadian tuxedo out, and I got to put these bad boys on there.
But if they're iron-ons, why do you have to sew them?
Well, because the iron-ons never stay very well,
I know.
unfortunately. So you always have to sew the damn things when you put them on. So
Mhm.
But see, only a true Gen Xer would understand that. We
Absolutely.
try explaining this to the current generation, and they're like, "What's an iron?"
yeah, and what's
So,
an iron and what's an iron-on? What the hell are you people talking about?
Do you hear
Big
Gary?
one.
You see what Gary's getting on your case.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
we're just gonna.
You
I'll
should
put
weld
the
them on
EC one
yourself.
right in the center of my forehead. 'Cause,
Nice.
you know,
At
that's
least we
what
know
I
who
need
owns
to-
you.
Yep. And I had to get this one because that one is from EC's Weird Science number 16,
Mhm.
which has got Mad number 1 on the inside cover, which is my Grail book, but I've still yet to get my hands on. But it's
Oh, come
stupid
on.
expensive.
Wait,
Well,
come
there is
on.
one on my comic shop that's almost reasonable. I've been trying to make offers, but I've been getting shot down. So
What's the cost? What's the cost of that?
It's like $400 or something, 300
Okay.
and change or something. This guy wants for this. It's like a 2.530
Yeah.
copy, but maybe I'll start a GoFundMe page.
There you go.
On my ever running quest, got myself
There
a
you go.
G.I. Joe number 86 newsstand because I've got the entire run and I'm trying to now get it both in newsstand and directs.
Yeah.
So the directs are almost done. I think I have 3 books left in directs, and I'll have it complete in directs, and then newsstands. I have a
Wow,
lot.
that's pretty good.
That's
Not
cool.
that I care about G.I. Joe at all.
$3 bucks. It's great. Yeah, well, it's in the name,
Yeah.
you know, Joe. It's in the name.
Joe.
Got to get me some Twisted Tales for
Twisted.
$3.
There you go.
Poor old George there. He got dismembered and thrown up on the old shelf there over the old fireplace. I guess he wasn't listening to Ethel.
Matt
wasn't.
Woods.
Oh my God, Matt Woods.
He lives.
There you go.
Matt.
Have you
We
seen
have a
Matt?
sighting.
Brother
If you
Matt.
follow him on Facebook, you got to see that the guy is buff. I mean, he's getting himself into superhero shape.
Yeah.
It's
think they
amazing.
call
I
it-
feel
is it
bad. I
yoked
think
or
when I
jacked?
go home, when I go back up north, I'm gonna try to match him to the extent that I can. You know. I mean, he just like the V shape. I mean, Matt, I am impressed. Good job, Matt.
This one's because of Mr. Andrews, but it was already on my bucket list to pick up.
Oh,
Cool.
Grimm's Ghost Stories.
Well done, Steve.
Yes.
Very
And
good.
it was very inexpensive. It was like $3 for this thing, and it's like a 9.4. It's near mint. It's absolutely gorgeous. So it's like it's a little tiny booklet. I don't even know. It's like mini comics, right? So Mr. Andrews
Yeah.
talked about this on an earlier show.
I remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
It's
And I'm
part of
making-
his. It's in his museum. He's got a whole section on mini comics in the museum out here.
yeah, they're really cool. Had to get me some Living Dead photo cover, which is really cool stuff. I don't know if the story's any good. It probably sucks. But the cover.
I've got some psych
cool.
students I can take pictures of, and you'll get the Living Dead that way too.
Exactly.
Will you?
All right.
Yeah.
He's not that old.
This one was just a FOMO thing because Bernthal on his Instagram page posted this book because he plays the Punisher in the Daredevil series there.
Yeah.
John Bernthal.
Oh,
You
he
need to
posted
get
that
him to
book?
sign that.
So for $2, yeah, I don't know. He might actually be at Fan Expo, so that'll be pretty cool. And then this was some more of my comic shop picks. Absolute Wonder Woman. This one is a Stephanie Hans variant because I'm going all in on these. I've got a 9/8 A cover of this racing.
No
its
wonder
way
you
from-
can't afford that Mad Magazine #1.
Well, no, it's a Weird Science number 16. That's the one.
Okay.
Real.
Well, I'm getting these things cheap too. Like this one was like a $2 grab for the B cover by Tula Loya. Just another cool one too. I started grabbing up all these B covers because I talked to Mike Walsh at Comic-Con and he says that they're continuing on this series. So I started while everything's cheap right now, nobody cares about it. So I'm grabbing them all up and I had to get the 616 variant. This one is just wicked cool.
Oh, way cool.
Yeah. Done by Ben Harvey. And then, of course, my last one, which is the awesomest book that I picked up. I won it at an auction for the big $66.
Very
I
neat.
got a Larry Hama signature finally in my
There
collection.
you go.
Congratulations.
Job.
Well done.
It is my favorite character. First appearance, Flint.
There you
You know,
go.
it's got Footloose and Tomax and Zalot, but Flint is the guy.
Mhm.
So
Good. That's great. That's a great pickup.
Awesome, man.
Fantastic.
that's my
Nice.
first
That's
round.
great.
Excellent.
That's a really good first round.
Yeah.
All right, Chuck, you're up.
Okay.
Mark
so-
Andrews is last today.
Well, we'll see how that goes. So in my continuing quest to grab as many Scooby Doo's as I can find, I came across a nice copy of Scooby Doo 2
Oh,
from the
nice.
Charlton series.
Yep.
Yes.
Again, it's in wonderful shape for a Charlton book.
No,
in, like, it's connected. So I was really happy with that. also stumbled across a guy on
Hey,
Facebook.
Tina.
Tina.
Your OG
Yay!
this.
Tina. How's that? You know, all you gotta do is show Scooby Doo, and there comes Tina right
And
there.
Boom.
Tina
There you go.
See?
So one of my guys on Facebook was he's been doing some auctions, and he had a bunch of Charlton romance books that went cheap because everybody was spending their money on other stuff. So I got a lot of really great sort of modish covers. So we've got and All My Only Love here.
Ooh.
And really the biggest problem with these books is tanning because, you know, they're Charltons and, you know, the paper's cheap.
Yep.
Sunlight kills them, right?
Yep.
Oh, awesome, Tina. Here we have a Secret Romance.
Shipping
Yes,
Guru
you
loves
do.
those kiss covers too.
Yeah.
Oh, this is an awesome cover. I mean, that's just an awesome cover. And another
Car
great one here
floating.
for Trev when he gets it on the rewind
There you go. Yeah.
with the young brides here. So
It's no longer a sausage fest here.
we've got another one of these swimsuit covers.
Nice.
Ken, they're cool and everything.
I'm sorry,
but-
Chuck. Mark, I put that up there before I actually read it.
That's all right. It's okay.
Come to
last
Anachronic
one.
Show. It's family
Sit-
friendly.
Since we're showing we're showing off the romance stuff to keep everybody happy, this is the book that actually got my attention to go to the auction itself.
Wow.
I love her outfit. I really do.
That's pretty,
Yeah.
yeah, that's like holy
That's
moly.
60s for sure.
Yeah. So
It almost looked like a drawn cover too, like you know, one of those art covers.
Yeah.
I know, and it's
pretty
one of
cool.
the and like I said, the cover. The whole thing just really it just sings. You know, the Age of Aquarius, among other things.
Yep.
But it was
This
just
is the dawning of
That's-
the age.
we donned something.
Yeah.
So along that line, I picked up from a guy on whatnot this really cool Bewitched.
Oh
That is such
man.
a cool view.
Yes.
There we
I
go.
love
that. I mean,
yeah.
It's groovy, baby.
They had to make sure they used every single color they could find.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
this
All
picture.
of them. That is amazing.
And so we have all of them. We have all the feels and all the colors. So
And it's groovy.
I'll tell you what, that guitar's groovy all by itself.
Why do you
Yeah.
want to? Why do you want to mute Chuck for?
He
Jack?
doesn't like he's not groovy, so it's okay.
Look at
We
that.
I
got
like
an old
this
school,
one.
That's nice.
old school Porky Pig here, 4-color. You know, because I could.
That's an old Porky Pig.
Yeah, this
4-color.
is
it?
322.
Yes.
So 1951.
That and look at it is in nice shape.
That's a good year.
That is a
Yeah.
nice colors.
That
Yeah,
yeah.
it's nice. I
Well
like it.
done, Chuck.
Yeah, that's
pop.
in fantastic shape, and I got it cheap too because
It's not a January book, is it?
Oh, it might be his month book too. Ooh, baby.
Ooh.
If it is, I have to go out and buy it.
Might be a grail book now
I
for Joe.
can't. No, I think it's June. I think it's
Okay.
June. So,
Oh.
my LCS just happened to find this at my LCS.
Nice.
Nice.
So for $4. I mean,
Oh yeah, you gotta love
take
the
care, Tina.
cheap
We'll see
and
you
good
back.
book. Yep.
And then just a couple more things here on this round. A Paul Dini cover I had never seen in person.
Oh, how nice.
I like
Very
that
nice.
one.
All
But, you know,
time, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the crime is exactly here, but I'm sure she'd be happy to tell us. So
Yep. Yep.
she probably has something to do with it, and all the way she's dressed. Working on my Harlequin run.
Ooh,
You know.
Mhm.
I like that. Oh,
That one
two in
there,
one bag.
and then one more here. It's almost complete.
That's not going to work there, Harley. You can try, but it's not going to work.
I know.
I'll come over to your
And-
house, Gary, and we could use your comic books, your Conan comic books, and I'll show you how they did it.
When they discovered
That
fire.
sounds frightening. And then the last thing for this round, I've almost finished this run of books. I love hearing Joe talk about finishing runs of books. How excited you get for that because, I'm down to only 2 more Scooby-Doo team ups to get, but I grabbed this one here.
Nice.
We have a Secret Squirrel,
Sweet.
and then a Green
Ooh,
Arrow,
look at that.
Green Lantern.
Those
So
look fairly newish.
they are. They're 2014 to about 2017.
Okay.
There are 50 issues.
Yep.
And they are, Steve, they are ridiculously expensive because the print run was
Really?
low. They were for kids. I think I paid $13 for this.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the last two I want to get, I can't find them on eBay in nice shape for anything under 20. And I'm not going to pay 20 for either one of them. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
So the hunt
but-
is on for those.
yeah. So it'll keep me out of trouble for a little bit. So
Hopefully you'll
until
find
Mark
them
shows
somewhere.
off more books for me to buy, and then I'll be in trouble again. So,
Get out the list.
all right, here we go.
Come on.
We
Come
just know
on.
you. That's all. Come on.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Who's next? Oh yeah,
Steve.
Mark.
Oh, hi. Hi.
So
What's up, everyone? So nice segue by Chuck about finishing a run. So my good friend Chuck knows I collect different things, and I was looking to finish a run involving this guy.
yeah. Da-na-na-na.
Anyway. So my good friend Chuck helped me finish my $6 million man run. Sorry about the glare.
There you go.
That's awesome.
So there's issue 2, issue 4, issue 6.
Oh no.
It's a great 6. I love that
Yeah,
cover.
It is a
rabbit
great
hole.
6. It is such
Yeah,
an awesome.
that's a
6.
great cover.
How many issues are
There
there?
were 9 in total.
9 in total.
Yeah.
Isn't that a great? So issue 6, issue 8,
Nice.
and then issue 9, the final issue.
I like
So-
it when there's just like 9 issues or
Yep. Really,
Nice
really,
run.
really an easy run to get. But Chuck helped me out because I did have some of those, but they were beat to death because again they're Charltons, right? So
Yeah.
those are perfect. Thank you, Chuck. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Thank you.
not
So-
necessarily in that order.
Well, of course it
Wow.
is.
Sorry,
So
just lost my wife.
I can't remember where I saw this, but I did see this on either one of Gary's shows or on this show or something. And I was going through a fella's collection. He was selling a bunch of stuff, and I found this, and it was all by itself, and it's San Quinto 1978. It's a fellow by the name of Carson's Art. It's just a very cool.
Holy cow.
Nice cover.
Damn, that is nice.
Isn't that is so cool? So
I
it's
love
hot
the
stuff.
script at the top. It's very 60s bubbly.
Yeah,
What's that? Hot stuff?
Science
hot
fiction.
stuff.
48
Hot stuff.
pages of illustrated science fiction and fantasy.
yeah.
That
It
is
was
Huh.
a quarterly or monthly magazine back in
Damn, now I gotta look it up. Damn.
Yeah, it's just the cover, the artwork is just awesome.
Who
yeah,
published
reminds
it?
The publisher is San Quentin or San Quintico. Or
So
sorry,
the
San
prison
Quintico,
makes-
not the prison.
Yeah.
San Quintico.
San Quintico.
San Quantico?
Yeah,
Quantico.
Quantico?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a pretty,
Pronunciation.
pretty cool cover. I did happen to. I was doing some antique shopping and stuff again this month, and I happened to find this one,
Oh, right on.
Nice.
which has never
Oh,
been.
neat.
Yeah,
Not been
never
colored in?
been. Never been colored in. It's all
Perfect.
perfect.
Perfect. So you can send it to me so I can color. I still have my Crayola 64s from when I was a kid.
Well, that I believe.
Considered
And
naughty.
probably only a little bit bad for you. I do have this one, but this is such a nice copy. It's Frankenstein's Monster #9, Glynis Ween cover art. And how can you go wrong with Frankenstein's Monster Dracula?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
horror books from any company is the best.
Absolutely. It's a lovely copy.
Oh yeah, the colors are popping.
Yep. And then, and it just happened at this antique place, I found
Oh my God, you got her,
Ooh,
Suzanne
I
Summer.
look at that.
some her books.
Right on.
Aha. There you go.
So
Yeah,
I found number 2,
Mhm.
and I found number 3,
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I found the final issue is at number 5.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's one that I got to complete too. I've got one of the issues. I got the first one.
So I was pretty happy about that. And it's just in this
nice.
little antique place in a town called Burke's Falls, just south of me. And the guy has like long boxes, and you just root through, and I was lucky to find those. So
That's amazing.
just a few more books for this round, 4 more books, Joe, and then I'll be done this round. And then I found this one.
Ooh.
Rango.
Cool.
Tim Conway. How can you knock Tim Conway?
Oh,
That's
I
a
know.
collector's issue too.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
1967.
Wow.
Says right there.
Yeah, 1967. This TV series only lasted 17 episodes.
I
Completely.
wonder why.
Yeah. Well, if you watch any
Django.
of it, you probably can't run it today because talk about blackface and stuff. Anyway, look it up. It's
And red face and a bunch of
oh
others.
yeah, it's
All
brutal.
different faces.
I also found this one from 1966, Wallywood Art.
Cool.
Dynamo.
There you go.
That is cool.
I have the full run of
You-
those. That's a comic my mom let me keep. I haven't done that episode yet.
Right on. So you got the whole run. How many issues in that one?
Oh, you think I remember? I don't remember now.
I don't know how many there is. That's issue number 1, but it's from the Thunder Agents Tower Action Comic series. Like
Yes, all Wally Wood's artwork.
all
Some of
Wally
them
Wood
came
stuff.
on the Undersea World Agent. There were all these different agents that were there.
Yeah.
I think Gil came to the Undersea Agent and Raven, if I remember, who only had a couple of issues. I love
there's
that.
not that
series.
many.
When they ended, I was like really disappointed.
So this one, if this is, I hope Gary's still here because I didn't even know this existed, and this is from a collection that I got to go through and pull out some books to buy from this guy, and he doesn't even know where he found this, but it's Robert E. Howard's Lord of the Dead.
Ooh.
Ooh, God, nice. Look at that.
Wow.
So this is Conquest Press from 1992. They had 18 different titles, but only printed 27 issues all told. But all kinds. They did more than one Robert E. Howard themed book.
What a
I've
cool
never
cover.
seen them before. I think they're kind of hard to find. Unless,
Oh yeah, Gary's happy with that one.
yeah. Is he happy with that?
Oh yeah, he wrote a lot of H's.
Oh, did he? Oh, good.
A lot of H's.
A lot of
There you
H's. Ooh, there we go.
There's a lot of H's.
Gary, you don't have that one?
What's that?
I'm saying Gary doesn't have that one? I think you had all Robert E. Howard stuff.
Well, I
thought
think
he
he
did
just
too.
ordered it.
I think he's looking for it now.
He's on
I know
eBay
he's
right
waiting
now.
already.
Probably, yes.
So 2 more books. This one, as a result of, again, someone else, I think it was on one of Gary's shows, had this.
Oh, the heavy metal.
Ooh.
I don't buy very many heavy metal. I do have a bunch that I bought when I was younger, but this is Joe Jesco's very first cover from 1978. He was
Oh, wow.
18 years old when he did this.
That's
Wow.
incredible. Wonder what he thought about at that age.
Man, I can imagine at 18 being printed on heavy metal. Oh,
Yeah.
so
That's
Thinking
like,
about the Tiger's Head.
he'd be a god among his friends.
no kidding.
Wow.
And it's a pretty cool cover.
It is.
It is.
Yeah. So I was pretty happy about that.
Chicks
And
and swords.
you guys know that I'm a big Dave Stevens fan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who isn't?
And I found this.
Girl
Ooh.
crazy.
Girl crazy, yeah.
Good for you.
Look at the muscles
Very
on
nice.
her. Woohoo. She gonna smash somebody and drag back to her cave.
She is, like, Girl Crazy is only a 3-issue series. Dave Stevens only did the number 1 issue of that, and he did the young lady in the foreground, and the other artist did the 2 in the background. You can tell immediately there's 2 different styles on the book, but
Yeah.
anyway, yes,
Mhm.
Pretty Fly. I do believe she works out.
So
Anyway,
Damien says that
reader.
Lord of the Dead. People are already looking for that book now.
Yeah,
It's
Sleepy
not-
Reader tried.
It's not in stock on my comic shop.
That's because
Yeah.
Gary already has it in his cart.
Is that Gary already got it, Damien?
Yeah.
That's it.
Gary was immediately eBaying. Anyway, that's my first round of some fun stuff I found.
Very
That was
well
cool
done.
stuff.
Very well done. As usual. As usual. Okay. All right, for my second round, I just have one series. Now, I don't know, Gary, when was this? Maybe a month or so ago. Gary had, or somebody had a big idea that both Mark and I, since we're Star Trek fans, should go on Gary's 1011 and show our Star Trek stuff. And I said, I got like nothing from Star Trek.
It was really
then I started
lonely.
to panic, and I said I should go out and look for stuff, And I've been looking on and off, and I actually, from one guy, was able to buy almost the entire Marvel Comics run. I forgot the year that these came out there. I got everyone except for number one. It's 18 issues. What year was this? 2017?
79 and 80. It was the year the first movie came out.
Okay, whenever that was. All right. I don't have number one, but I have the other ones. So I'll just show them pretty quickly. All right.
Yeah, there was a bunch of series.
So here's number two. The Vengeance of Viger, which we know. Should I give it away?
Yeah, I think it's been around for a long, long time.
It was the Voyager spacecraft that
Viger
became
1.
sentient. Number three, more about Viger.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. Horrible uniforms.
Oh, in that movie, yes.
Yeah. Well,
I know
they're going crazy with some of those uniforms. Here's number four.
The onesie with
Enterprise's Weirdest Voyage.
Yep.
Well, now I have Star Trek.
There you go.
Number one, why bother? It's not that expensive. It just was not part of this group here. The guy, I guess, decided he wanted to keep it. Number five.
Dr. McCoy.
Dr. McCoy. Killer.
Oh, no. He's dead, Jim.
Oh, there was that voice again.
Oh, no, that wasn't that voice.
Not until he gets Uhura.
They've all got their own
Uhura.
names. Just be patient with them.
Yeah,
Number six.
There it is. Roy Kirk is now unsubscribed once again.
This Marvel comic could be worth $2,500 to you.
I wonder who won that.
And I only got it for a few bucks.
Remember the comics that had the Toys R Us, the shopping spree on the top too?
Yes.
I wonder what kid won those.
And here it is.
There
it is.
Yeah.
In number 7.
Nice.
There we go.
These are all in very good shape also. The guy kept them in very good shape. Number 8.
That's cool. Praying mantis are going to get you.
Number 9. Trapped in a web of ghostly vengeance.
Ooh.
Oh, more of those onesies again.
Yeah.
With a belt buckle.
They didn't know what to wear in those days.
Yeah.
Number 10. Spock. Oh, Gary, you got to get this book. It is Spock the Barbarian.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Just because it has Barbarian on the cover. No relation.
So we think.
Conan's not his brother.
Number 11. It's impossible, Captain. That monster does not exist. Then what's destroying the Enterprise, Spock?
Your imagination.
Well, that's always a good question.
Yeah,
looks like
always
Nessie.
a good question.
It's a Loch Ness monster.
Number 12. Trapped on a starship gone mad.
Our Captain, we cannot do it.
Of course, once I get number 1, I'm going to sit down and read through all these books.
Absolutely.
That's what you should do.
Number 13. Take one more step and McCoy's daughter dies. Hold your fire, Spock. We're playing by Klingons rules.
Oh, McCoy's got a kid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently so.
Comic book, he has a daughter.
Wow.
Of course, she's in the medical field. Can you tell how I know that?
I wonder
The
how.
Red Cross.
Maybe that's just X marks
Where
the
is that
spot.
red
The red
cross?
lips. The red lips from all the bloodlines.
There's
Prominently
hidden treasure
displayed.
under the
Yes,
X.
you've got to get Spock the Barbarian.
Yeah, there you go.
Number 14. I am your captain no longer. I am the holy Pharaoh, and I should decree that you shall perish.
Wow.
So I guess Kirk becomes a Pharaoh.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go.
Look at that.
Does
That's
he
number
sing
14.
King Tut afterwards?
Wow.
That would be my
That's
next
pretty wild.
question.
Number 15. That can't be Captain Kirk. Oh, but it is.
Looks like a devil.
Yeah, it's
Devil
got
Kirk.
So he goes from Pharaoh to some sort of demonic person.
That's great.
Oh.
Daredevil. Daredevil.
It's a natural
Kirk.
transition.
Daredevil. That's right.
You know.
It is
And
marvelous.
now- Number 16. There's a gnome.
Oh no, not a gnome.
And
Not
Kirk said,
a gnome.
what is he afraid of?
What the hell? Oh my
That gnome
god. these
Alaska or
guys-
just no? Never
No, a
mind.
genome.
the
They
no.
needed- yeah, they needed more drugs or less drugs. I don't know which.
Man, the writers were having a hard time. Never
I
mind,
guess
Pretty
so.
Fly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Uh,
Where no man has gone before. And announcing Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Starting in
Coming
September.
on TV.
NBC.
sure.
That's right.
And what a show that was too.
Yeah. Brad saying gnome saying.
No, I'm sane.
And last but not least,
But I'm bumped.
number
No regrets.
18. Special last issue collector's item.
Yes.
Oh, collector's item.
A
Yeah.
meeting
In
of
other words,
minds.
we don't want to keep this stuff in our damn warehouse. So please,
We want to
buy
get it out.
kid.
Yes.
Please
a
buy.
newsstand too.
Where gnome has gone before.
Before.
Good one, Jackson. Good
Well,
one.
now you get a 10-speeder.
Look at all the things I could have won
Yes.
if I had just had
You feel
picked up these
good.
comic books one day.
There were 3 great items up
That's
there.
right.
So that's pretty cool now. So
That
I guess
is
number
cool.
one, I'll have at least one series.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Right, and to get the whole thing.
But then you got to collect
Right.
it in direct and newsstands though. So now you got to get them all again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants a 10 speeder. Okay.
That's only because Steve's got. Well,
All right, Gary.
yes, Chuck.
never
These are
mind.
hot off the press. I just picked these up. I just got home with them, just rebagged and boarded. 15 Conan the Barbarians.
All right, ready, Gary?
So I spent
For
30
everyone
bucks.
else, this is the part where you fast forward when you rewatch. So we're just
Yes.
letting you know. So
So this was $30 for 15 of them.
$30 for 15. So I paid $2 for this one, Gary. So there you go.
Very nice.
Number 8. Number 14. Gary knows this one. Gary
Yeah.
knows them all. Gary's typing furiously right now. He knows what they are. No, there was not a 24 or 25 that we were looking for. in there.
23, 24.
Yeah,
Yep.
didn't find those
Yeah.
ones, but I did find 28. So that was cool. 28. What else we got? 29.
$2 a piece.
$2 a piece.
I love when you find stuff like that for $2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Number
yeah. Yeah.
30. Look at that. Yeah. Red dress. Oh, red bikini in distress.
Yep. Which was it, like a regular thrift store or a mom and pop one?
No, it was the Value Village. So there's a chain of these
Wow.
Value Villages.
Yeah.
That one's number 35. And then it just starts jumping from there. And I got number 39. That's a cool one. Look at that big crocodile.
How many were there? Like
Dragon from
250
the
or something?
inland sea.
250 or
275.
275 issues.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 15 down or 16 down and X number to go. Do the
A
math.
lot to go.
Then we jump to 112.
Mhm.
These ones are in pretty decent shape.
Well, now that you've just about finished your G.I. Joe run, you need something else to obsess over. So,
Exactly.
You know, and if I'm getting them for $2 a pop, then that's relatively cheap for all of that.
oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
extremely cheap.
I don't think you should bank on getting them for $2 a pop very often.
Oh, I got to get in on the Joe action here. So there's my $2,500 book.
You and I are both rich now.
There we go. We got that one. Oh, but it gets better. It gets better. There's my 10-speed bike.
You got the bike too.
Got the bike.
Okay.
All right. And not to be outdone either, we've got the Spider-Man TV series.
Yeah.
So, and his amazing friends. So
Okay.
it's looked like Joe and I had the same era going on here. right?
Yeah. 275 issues, 12 annuals, and 5 giant sizes.
And a
Yep.
newsstand.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
156. That's a cool cover. My wife found all these, by the way, too, Gary.
She is a saint. You know that,
She
right?
found them all, except for 14. I dug back through and I found that one on the shelf. It was too high for her to see. And the last one is 162.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a cool
Pretty
cover.
cool. And then just as a caveat there, I showed the boys this one earlier, but I got this one framed now.
I love that.
The Sam
That's beautiful.
Agro original piece that I
Nice.
got at the Toronto Comic-Con when I was there with Mr. Andrews and his son. And we had a great time.
It's such a nice drawing.
Yeah. And
Lovely.
now it looks great in the frame, so it's going to look awesome hung up on the wall. There we go. So that's my thrift store find for the big $30.
That's fantastic.
So how'd I do, Gary?
That's great.
Guess I did okay.
Is
You
that
did
is that it for your second?
That's
White
it for
Walker?
the second round.
Okay.
That's quite
That
a
was
second
really
round
good.
there.
Not as good as the Star Trek thing, but almost as good.
No,
Wow.
no. But we did get the money though. 2,500
Well, that's
and
good.
a bike. And a bike.
Well,
Everybody-
since you all got all the money, I'm going to have to show some different stuff then. I picked up a Cry for Dawn #2, but it is double signed
Oh my God.
Oh,
What's
nice.
by
that?
Linzer and the other artist involved, whose name I don't remember.
Cry
But-
for Dawn.
Cry for Dawn. This is Joseph Michael Linzer's series from the '90s that got him on everybody's attention. I think you can see why.
Hmm.
Yep.
Gee, I
So-
can't imagine why.
I don't have a number. I've got parts of this. I don't have a #1 in some of the other issues, but this was just as expensive signed as it would have been raw, or without signatures. So, so there we go.
Nice.
Who published that? Chuck?
That was published by Angry Christ Comics.
Angry.
I know I
Independent
don't generally
label.
like 90s art, but that doesn't look like 90s art.
No, that doesn't look
Yeah.
like 90s art.
The whole series is beautifully drawn. It's black and white on the inside, and then he followed it up with the Dawn series that was in color. That's really nice, and that was published by Image. So, so yeah, it's really cool. Just a random Blackhawk somebody had for sale, nice shape,
Nice.
a great cover. I love that with the eyes and everything. That's just.
I still
like
think they should.
super-
Hopefully, Gunn brings Black Hawk up at some point in time.
Somehow.
That would be great. Yeah. Grabbed a couple of weird wars along the way.
Nice.
Oh, I love them.
So-
books.
Great book. Great
Yeah.
book.
There's a series to find. I tell you, boy, some of them are pricey.
Yeah, they've gone like through the roof. So,
Yep.
Especially
got a
the
nice,
lower
really
issues.
nice looking 23 there,
Wow.
That is nice.
and then a really nice 25.
Ooh,
And I
Mm.
love that with Death doing the sketch,
that
the
is
guy
cool.
doing the sketch. So that's really
Very nice.
awesome. I've been looking. I grabbed a set of Million of Models because I've been looking for one particular book in the series, which I got, but I had to get a bunch of others to go with it. So, and these were all in a from an antique dealer on eBay, who sold them like an antique dealer. So they all showed up raw, unbagged and boarded, and
Wow.
yeah, I know. I mean, given what I paid for them, that was probably fine, but
it happens.
that's not the point. So
Oh, there
cool
we go.
one there.
Very nice.
I'm not a big Millie person, but some of these they're kind of neat. An interesting 130.
Those are pretty good shape. Any millies that I find usually have like color. The color is off. It's faded
They've been
and
beat to death.
yeah.
Well,
beats
and they've
it
all
up,
got
yeah.
the cutouts in them too. So they've
Yeah.
all got the cutouts in them, so they're complete. So
Wow, that's
there's
good.
that one. 139.
So what, they had pinups inside these things?
Yeah, they had like paper dolls and stuff for the girls to cut.
Oh, right on.
Things like that. So this is the big one. This is the reason I bought the whole thing. And it's for two reasons. One, you've got your Beatles fake group on the front.
Yep.
And I'm a Beatles nut, so anything with Beatles memorabilia I will get.
Yep.
Secondly, this is the first appearance of one of her friends by the name of Jill Gerard. And Jill Gerard has an interesting place in Marvel history that most people don't know about. She is the first African-American female named a regular character in Marvel Comics.
Wow, really?
In the Silver Age. And she actually appears on the cover here. This is one of the other books here. She actually appears on the cover here.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Now she's actually, I think, British born, so African American, I guess, is technically, but you know what I mean. So, but it's that 141.
That's
depending on
cool.
what price. Depending on what
Marvel
price guide
was
you're
way
looking at.
ahead in that type of stuff. I mean, Stan Lee would push that all the time.
Exactly. And depending on where you look for this, it's either a $5 book or it's a $500 book. So it's really kind of wild. So, but anyways, these were cool to pick up. It was neat seeing you guys show up the Star Trek stuff. I try, I had to get this. I didn't have this Monsters of the Movie.
Oh, nice.
With,
with
the Spock on the cover, even though Marvel did not have the rights to Spock to do
Star
this.
Trek. Wow.
And so this is a lovely giant sized book too. It's in fantastic shape.
That is nice.
So it's an exclusive interview with Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah.
That's probably how they got away with it.
Probably.
But it's a neat read. And like I said, this book is just in pristine shape. I was thrilled.
Yeah, those are great magazines.
And then finally, I thought I had all the Atlas books except one. Because there's one I don't have, and I missed out on an opportunity to get it, and I may never get another chance at it given what they priced at. But I didn't realize they did movie monster books. And there was a movie monster series they did, and I was able to have, there was one person who happened to have all of them for sale. So,
look at that.
Cool.
So really cool Cyclops guy there.
That's awesome. Planet of the
We have Dr. Zaius.
Doc Savage is in
Dr.
that
Zaius,
book.
that's right. And Doc Savage. That way
Yeah.
we can keep Gary's focus and everything. Got a nice one here with the Phantom of the Opera.
Cool.
Nice.
One of my favorite horror characters of all time. We actually got to see a reshowing of the silent film at Duke Chapel last Halloween, where they got on the organ in Duke Chapel and they played it in the organ.
Oh, neat.
They played the accompaniment on the organ while they showed the film on a screen.
Cool.
So that was really neat. And then the last one here.
Oh, wild.
The Thing, Flash Gordon launch. Nice.
I know. So it was just really awesome. Like I said, never heard of these before. They're a fun read if you like the monster movie magazines. Yeah. And God knows I read plenty of these growing up. So
it's called Movie Monsters, is that it?
Yeah.
Movie Monsters. Yeah.
And it's Atlas.
And who publishes
them?
Atlas?
Wow.
Atlas?
This was Atlas in the 1970s. So
I got a couple of them. They're good.
Nice.
Gary and I may be talking about them in the near future. So
yeah, that'll be a good 10-1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
Excellent. Those are great books. And now, batting cleanup.
Right.
Okay. I'll do my
Mark
best.
Andrews, bring us home, Mark.
Okay, I'll try and bring us home. So this a very eclectic guy's books that I got to go through. This is from New England Comics Press of 1990. Dave Garcia did this cover, but I mean, I just thought it was hysterical. It's Paul the Samurai.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
He's from the Tick, right? And it was the only issue he had of Paul the Samurai, and I went, I gotta grab that.
It's like right out of the 90s there.
Yep, big time. Just very cool. And then going.
Have you ever seen the man-eating cow?
Yes, I don't have it, but I've seen it.
Okay. Is it sad that I want that now?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's quite funny actually. So.
It is quite funny.
Yeah.
And then this one's from 1951, Fawcett Publications. I picked this up.
Very nice.
Captain Video. This is an English publication.
Wow.
Very nice.
Very cool. It's pretty clean for 1951.
Is it not January, is it?
No, it's number 2. It's June. Sorry, Joe.
Another one.
June
No,
book.
that's okay. It means I don't have to
That's good for Joe. He doesn't have to go searching.
That's right.
That's right. And I was fortunate to pick up a couple of really nice copies of The Monkey.
Oh. Hey, with the monkeys.
Yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
1967, number 2. And 1967, number 4.
They're challenging
Yep.
my Bewitched for the most funky guitar of the night. So
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
no, Elizabeth Montgomery with anything is going to outdo the Monkees.
well, that's true. Yes.
So I didn't understand what was going on. These two books were side by side, two completely different series, but they're both number 9. So I went, okay, something's telling me I better buy them. 1975.
Oh, great one.
Uh-huh.
Gray Morrow
Very
cover.
nice.
You just can't knock that, right?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I love
Very
Gray
nice.
Morrow stuff. And then Vault of Evil, number 9. Now, the guy who did this is Don
Yeah.
Wildy.
Mhm.
He's
Mhm.
better known for doing the animated Johnny Quest.
Oh, okay.
Ah, very nice.
So what's interesting, I did some more look on him. He was doing comics from 47 to 75. Worked for almost every comic printer publisher doing work for them, but you never hear of him.
Yeah.
And his biggest thing was like he did work on Atlas, Gold Key, Marvel, DC, Archie,
Holy
and
crap.
I really had never heard of him outside
Wow.
of Johnny Quest. But it's a pretty complicated cover and
Yeah.
lots of stuff going on. So
That's
I
really
did.
well done.
yeah,
That
I
is
thought it was
awesome.
pretty
Very
cool.
nice.
So then I was pretty happy. I was able to pick up and finish my, and I'm not going to show them in order for a particular reason, just because of what Chuck did. I was able now to finish my spoof run.
Oh, you lucky.
Yeah. So this is
I like that.
number 2, Carol, like All in the Family. Like
Yep.
this is probably Carol O'Connor's first comic book cover, if only.
Probably only one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Only
first
comic book
appearance.
cover?
First appearance.
First appearance.
First is
Number
first.
2. Number 4. Marcus Welby.
That's-
MD.
That's the one I need to finish my run of spoof. Is the number 4. So
Number 4,
Side of
the
life.
Blackula.
I like that.
the Blackula.
yes.
Number 5 with Rod Serling,
Among others.
among others. Yep. Joe Namath, etc.
It's like Marvel's shot at Mad.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
this is number 3. It's a lovely copy, and Chuck knows why I held it for last, because
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
you
That's
have
right.
the Rolling Stones, you have the Beatles, you have Jackson 5, you have the Osmonds, like
Cassidy.
Yep, Cassidy, David Cassidy for
Yeah.
president, John Lennon swearing him in. I think probably the only comic book, Chuck, that has all of those bands on the one cover.
Yeah. It's an awesome
like-
book.
It's an awesome book.
Yeah.
It's just it's pretty funny. And you know, up there, like you got Nixon. It's pretty funny. So that I was pretty happy about finding those. And then because you guys know I really like Alex Ross.
Right.
And I'm always looking for books that he's done. And I had never heard of this book. It's from Virgin Comics, which, you know, Richard Branson, he went into comic book printing for a little while, 2006 to 2008. So this is called Rayman. It's a Hindu good versus evil mythology, but that is Alex Ross.
Holy crap. Yeah, that's Alex Ross. All right.
Wow.
That's some cool cover right there.
Isn't that something?
That is
Like
wild.
there's a lot
Amazing.
going on this cover.
A gin with an arrow, bow and arrow.
I had never
Yeah.
seen that or heard about it, and just doing some looking and stuff and research. And again, this was in this really eclectic collection this guy had. So I went,
Yeah,
I
Pretty
would-
Fly. We've heard it too.
Yeah.
I would take
That's
that.
a nice cover.
Yeah, it's a really nice cover. Yeah,
That's a deep cut right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does look like Avatar. Yeah, the blue guy.
He's an okay artist, Pretty Fly. And my last pickup. This is kind of a sad story. Guy comes into our
Don't end it
local.
on a sad story.
Oh,
Well, he won the comic, so it's not that sad.
Yeah, well, no. So
yeah.
this guy comes into my local LCS. We only have one in town, and he's a little older than me, and said, "Geez, I wish I'd known you guys were here," and because I just took all my books that were 12 centers, all of them to the local hawk shop and got $50.
Where's the hawk shop? I'd be
over there. They downstreamed those, Steve. They were do a bigger market in a heartbeat. Anyway, but he did have very few magazines, and this is one of the ones he still had. So I bought that.
Good for you.
Damn. Yeah. Well, at least you got something.
I did. I was pretty happy, and I can guarantee you I treated him much better than the hawk shop did.
Yeah. The blue dress in distress. Look at that.
It's
that's an awesome
Morbius.
cover. And
it's an awesome cover. You got Morbius, you got Blade.
Mm-hmm.
What
more? You got the real Blade.
Yep, the real Blade.
Throw and all.
Yep. Anyway,
right.
I was pretty happy to get that, and it's pretty cool. And that's my last round, Joe, for the evening.
Well, that was really good. So I think that, I mean, if I had to pick somebody other than myself for what they showed, I'd have to say it's a three-way tie.
Well,
Mark, Chuck, and Steve.
One
thing I love about this show is it's so eclectic. I mean, because we collect different things, really.
Weird shit.
I mean, I could care less about, some of the things that Steve collects.
It's all right.
Adam Hughes.
I'm waiting for little Lulu to come back. Mark. I don't know, Mark, you have a lot of good stuff. I don't know. I can't say anything negative about it.
I get really lucky, Joe. It's
because you have these 200 people looking for you all the time.
No, actually, this entire Espresso Mail call is all me. This was
really?
I got lucky, and I was in the right place at the right time, and
you had to go do all the legwork.
And the hunt is what it's all about. Just
I know, and that's why even with that Metamorpho, I could have bought it, but I was waiting, and I managed to see it there, and so I said, I can't believe both. I mean, he had other ones too, but I had them already, so I didn't bother with them.
Yep.
And I said, oh my God, I can't believe it. Actually, after I think I had all the rest of them for maybe 2 years before I found these somewhere. So, anyway, so it's good. It's all good.
It's all cool.
All right. So listen, thanks, Mark. I mean, great job as usual. Chuck, fantastic books.
Everybody.
I always love the stuff that you show. Steve, again, I mean, those Conans for $2 a piece were really
Steve had the best buy of the show.
I don't know about that store that's there. I mean, I just wonder whether it's all above board. Is it really legal? I mean, I don't know. He always says
I can bring my wife on to verify.
My wife found these.
Yeah, my wife found these.
Yeah, I think somebody else
with the lock.
Steve, we got a few more fill off
for her.
Yeah,
just joking. All right. So thanks again, guys, and thank you for everybody that showed up to watch us. It was great. We got a short appearance by Tina, who was on a break and came on there. We miss her so much. So that was really great. We had a lot of great people here. We Damien Pretty Fly, Gary B, Brad,
Matt.
So many different people. For a while. Brian LCS was there. I mean, I love you guys. Thanks for showing up and helping to support the channel. And again, let me remind you that the membership for this channel starts at $1.99. Very easy. If you give up one comic a month, you have enough to pay for 3 months.
Yeah.
And the money goes to the two really good charities that you see running at the bottom with the crawl. And I have to say, we got very close. We're over $500. I'm waiting to get another check from YouTube, and also Dave Draghi, good friend of mine from down here, who is also a member, handed me an extra $10 to throw in when I get the money from YouTube. So we're definitely going to be over $600 since we started this thing, and so that's really fantastic.
Awesome.
I don't know what the final one's going to be, but I'll publish something so you guys can see what it is. And I want to thank all of the channel members and you future channel members. You know who you are. Just click on the link. You know who you are. Take the plunge. It's not for me. Anything I give away is just stuff that I buy or that I have, and I give it away to people, to channel members, and anything else that comes in through the channel goes to St. Jude's, and to Talented Towers. So again, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. If you're watching it on the replay, thank you for watching it on the replay. And with that, we'll say good night for this month's Espresso Mail Call. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Night.
Good night.